Yeah, it looks like some early rush here with Ramatra Lucio. Ramatra Lucio BAP and some Maze. Yeah, and like you said, the only difference being Hanzo and Sojourn, and effective range is not all that different from either. A little more consistent damage, but you don't need consistency when you're hitting logs like Lethal.
Yeah, already Lethal kicks off where he hyped him out to start things out, gets the first pick on Hanzo, and that just sets the tone for the rest of the team fight here, where, you know, it's Turkey's to lose, Fruit gets a little bit low, Lethal taps another head, and not even a hit scan.
Lethal, bro,
Hanzo,
Lethal!
landing good shots, and
Are they on the patch where Hanzo's still one-shots, or no?
Well, I mean, Hanzo projectile speeds, it's not hit stand, but it's not
Lethal
exactly Junkrat either, right? So it's kind of that weird in between hybrid, and I mean, the pick potential of a Hanzo is so brutal.
So he can't one-shot.
Have to struggle to get in here.
Already
it's open.
Oh, Romani, a little bit overextension. Poland able to pick off two, and Turkey's immediately going to have to disengage off your Hex. And
what? Already?
Of course.
Already?
All right, well, we are back on in. Poland continuing the cleanup after that team fight where, you know, again, it's pretty difficult to back up as a tank Hex when you're not in the game, as it turns out. Who knew?
Yeah.
Damn.
And you know the tough part is, I don't know if they ended up.
The one bad thing about a DC chat is that
now Annihilation is completely reset from Romani too.
He's gonna have no ult charge.
So Poland can actually push this advantage here with Forever 774.
Step one, the pushing the advantage. Don't get caught by Hanzo. Lethal here on the side. Again, drop the dragon early. Looking over. Really nice flank positioning here. Mortality filled up. Going to stop any instant pickoffs. Poland right now just staying on the point, but here we go. Yeah. Poland is going to try and push the advantage, as he said. Annihilation coming on out. Lethal goes down, and look, Poland's working with what they got as ICAF picks off some on the side.
Hey, you can't apologize for somebody else DCing. You just got to, you know, play the cards as they lie.
Damn,
or, you
can't apologize for someone DCing.
Really nice
you just gotta shit on them.
We're going to have an enormous advantage. On the other side, Turkey will, you know, be flipping that back. But this is a nice cleanup. Not playing passively.
I'm going to root for everyone that my chat roots for. So you guys wanted Turkey to win. I want Poland to win.
Take that over.
I am actually Polish.
Yeah, I think next
should be on this
you're
team.
going to see the ballet of the Lucio May, both with the ultimates up, so the Blizzard, the sound barrier to try to counter it, and the vice versa on both sides. The timings are just too perfect.
Yeah, the ice ballet, Overwatch on ice, as it were. You know, there's some old promotions. Here we go. Lethal again, coming in on the flank.
Wait, what was that mail?
Blizzard's out. Romani, though, gets caught early. And
I don't know what that mail was from Fake Jake. What was that?
And I gotta tell you, disconnect or no, Poland on the verge of taking this first round.
Not miss. Was it Fake
yeah,
Jake
it's
or
really
was
nice
it?
for them. Both Lucio's able to hold on to their ultimates going forward too, but Texel was a really nice cleanup. And now,
I mean, they won the team fight, but what the hell was that?
See if this Sojourn can hit some rails here, because Overcharge is going to be ready. Just want to make sure that you're in the right area to not get picked off. It wouldn't be terrible to be squatted up with your Ramatra and get a shield up there. A lot of pressure coming from up top.
Oh my god, he popped that ult after being
shut down
half
ICAF,
HP?
get rid of the overclock. Turkey not wanting to give up this round here just yet. Money here on the point. Both teams fighting back and forth. Money looking for his counterpart on the other side. Lethal still poking on the flank. Matrak able to take down his counterpart. And Turkey slowly but surely back into the fight. Should be able to get control here, Hex.
Yo, come on, Turkey. Come on, Turkey.
Romani's going to have his ultimate up quickly again, too. So now the Ramatras have equalized here in their Annihilation ultimates. They're going to be able to hold forward here. Romani does have to be a little bit careful to not get caught out early. Yes, he DC'd early, but getting caught out up front was one of the problems.
Yeah, that was objectively one of the issues, even if there was a controller malfunction, so to speak. But Turkey now in a situation they cannot lose
I agree 100%. Overwatch League is Overwatch World Cup is a lot better than Overwatch League. I like this format. Teams are playing for their country, and I fucking love it. It's awesome.
And the rest of the cleanup gonna be there for Turkey.
Plus, there's a lot of
yeah, I mean, getting Texel super.
I don't want to say no-name players, but not known players, and I love it when they fucking just randomly pop off.
Yes, obviously you can do some. What did we get?
We got
a Sombra. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense because what's Poland's win condition right now is probably getting an ultimate going on from Fake Jake if they're tracking it right. So maybe just trying to shut down one person, but nice come in.
Yeah, losing the May that early is huge. Poland now can be a lot more aggressive. They don't have to worry about the wall.
Oh, he didn't get him!
Blizzard looking for the isolation here on the Romani, but Texel gets caught early, and as you mentioned, that's all the healing gone. If you get rid of his Lethal is just ripping things up in the backline as Sombra. And, you know, we mentioned going into this, hey, Turkey would be playing around Lethal would be huge. And so far, that narrative is stuck to script. But here we go, ICAP, overclock out, gets
he
one.
Had a chance to pop off with the beat ult.
Turkey just overwhelming presence on the point.
Dude, Turkey lost a player, and they still came back and won, bro.
Yeah, I mean, also Lethal just taking kind of control of that as well by taking over the Sombra. I mean, I think Turkey has to just be relying on Lethal to make calls. I can't imagine that anyone else is the in-game caller for this squad. I mean,
if this was up to me, chat, I would ban Sombra, just like my 1v5.
But with you being the in-game caller for Sombra, you're just picking out targets. And I think they also realized, too, one, that their only loss condition was Poland coming out with big ults and hitting it, so they probably go to Sombra to try to negate some of that. But also, when they took out Texel,
appreciate the massive 2 months. Limping Fish, appreciate the massive 2 months. Trax Fraud, appreciate the massive 3 months. And Hopper, appreciate the massive Prime.
Coming in to take out the Baptiste. Texel was playing, was able to pull that off, and Turkey, despite an early disconnect,
that was actually fucking insane.
1-0 stage lead.
Yeah, now taking a look here. Turkey
they're still going to be running the May. The other team is running Farah Mercy with a
Cassidy on the other side. So for me, I'm interested in this ICAV versus Matrak battle that's going to be going on here.
Yeah, this has always been such a good stage for Far just because of this tower. It almost seems unfair, especially in the hands of a pro who they can get so much good height. So we'll see how it works. Early on, though, Muso falls, and with the Farah Mercy, that's like all your ground healing down too. So that's a rough spot for Turkey, but they're able to weather the storm so far.
Yeah, I mean, they don't get team wiped, but they do give up first control of the point. Something to note here too is that, you know, we expect to see a lot more Junker Queen on this patch. We're seeing it here and now. Both teams running it. But now,
yeah, she got slightly nerfed in the most recent patch, but got super buffed in the previous patch. So
overall, that's a net up. Net up versus what the Overwatch League has been playing on. But the track back in action here, looking for rockets. Texel though finds Romani, and you know you lose your Junker Queen that early. Texel's out for a little bit of revenge here, Hex, after the end of the last round. Feels like. Yeah,
Texel's had some really nice moments as kind of the DPS flex with both the Baptiste and the
I think this Farah gameplay is warming us up for when Yasan plays.
I love this composition. It's super fun to watch, but you lose so much ground control here. You have pretty much team wipe to be able to pull a point off.
Press Q to die. Some things never change from 2015 to 2023. And that is still a thing.
Oh my God!
Goes in after they get the res on the track, and you know, still a decent fight from Turkey here so far, able to wipe out the rest. But first control for them. The question is, can they maintain it? Where, you know, overall far-wise, it's been a little bit rough.
Yeah, I mean, Turkey should be in a good spot here, mostly because Lethal's gonna have the EMP, so they're gonna be able to pull that off. And EMP barrage would have been nice. Maybe we would have been able to hear what the voice line actually is. I don't think I've heard it in 7 years of Overwatch.
You gonna come off here from Lethal. Muso immediately in the fall through, and yep, EMP into the white room into depth.
No,
that also has not changed regardless of what iteration of Sombra you might be watching. So yeah, that was the free fight from Turkey here, Hex. But now the hard part begins, especially when you look at what Poland
Damn, look at that strat. I didn't even know this was a strat with Farah.
That they ended up using the Junker Queen ultimate.
Some of these players are actually 5-head.
Had to. Usually you want the Sombra to gain you economy, because an EMP is usually just a single fight winning ultimate, so not a problem using that, but they did throw in more ultimate. Poland, I mean, on paper, this should be their fight.
Oh, Romani got picked super early. Oh, might not even have to invest as much as they want to. They did use both
God!
Early, but they'll be able to hold on to the rest as they immediately get the point flip. And you see people jump into the moat. That's also just like, yeah, it's over. Time to reset, go again.
I wonder if this
You know what? You know what's really funny? Those people jumping off the map, chat would usually be like, oh my God, what are they doing? They're throwing, they're jumping off the map.
Even though we know Barrage is
Plat.
Barrage is what it is.
Plat, bro.
But they do full-on reset. Poland is only one fight away. I want to see. I mean, ICAV has been pretty quiet here so far.
Again?
Well, Pharah hasn't really changed much
already.
since the game debuted.
Who
like,
DC'd?
not that much, right? They're not
No
a
one
whole lot more
DC'd.
damage.
Everyone has
whereas
overcharge.
it feels like there's been so much more put into sustain in Overwatch, especially with some of the healing that comes out and some of the tanks, that Pharah's just not as effective. You're going to have to almost 3-tap people with a damage boost to get anything done.
Well, Forever immediately going to rampage on through. Turkey, though, they lose Muzo really early on. Map Track goes for the barrage, trying to equalize, doesn't get anyone from it. ICAV looking to pick up the pieces, and Lethal's down, so it really is just up to Map Track to somehow bring this back, but that is not happening. The Deadeye going to seal the deal. And this is going to a round 3 already.
We actually have a game on our hands. I thought it was going to be a roll.
Yeah,
this is what I like.
See why
this is nice. This is awesome.
Into pausing, but regardless, Poland able to bring it back. So, I mean, already more of a victory for Poland than I expected. And I mean, you know, we're doing our best to just build early narratives here and some players that have kind of impressed us so far. Right now for Poland, I like what Texel's doing, mostly just as like being this extra source of damage. You saw it on stage 1 with the Baptiste being able to clean something up. And also, I mean, the counterpoint to that is when Texel is dead, Poland doesn't win fights. And obviously that's part of being a flex support, right? You just like, it kind of just tracks that way. But so far been very interested in their play. And okay, so when we were first loading into this map, I thought we were going to see Sim, but it doesn't seem like either team's running Sim now.
We might have another pause coming, and yeah, we do.
Oh boy.
And that isn't me being psychic here.
Summer can be really good, but I think Poland's been playing pretty well around it to be able to kind of
By the way, Sephiron, appreciate the massive 5 gift subs, my friend. Absolutely massive W chat.
You're not really going to be super spread out anyway, so Summer's going to have less of a chance to pick off stray targets.
Yeah. But we are back in, third pause in the bucket, and as we say that, Lethal immediately takes down ICAV, gets rid of the opposing hit scan threader, one of the two, looking for Fake Jake, forces out the recall, and right now is sitting pretty comfortably on the point, now changes his target to the Jungle
Lethal.
Queen, gets rid of
what
that,
team is Lethal on?
Lethal
I think
again,
Max said he was in
raid
Overwatch
boss
League.
that Poland must defeat.
Yeah, there was a nice little collapse there.
Never mind.
Whoa,
Never mind, chat.
Good job by Tracer. That's not
He's on
always
London?
like... Tracer seems like she's a really good duelist, but then you realize 150 HP, and you know, every duel that you can win as Tracer is one that's important and just kind of outskilled. So really big there, and they're going to take advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Turkey right now, they don't have Lethal back here just yet. It's a moment where Poland can get one more pick off. It should be all they need.
I'm surprised we don't see a lot more Tracers. I think Tracer's fucking broken.
Gets a health pack coming around the side. ICAT was able to get Romani down in the interim, so unless Lethal comes back and just hard carries, you know, I think this fight should be Poland's, and it does look like Turkey is backing up a bit. They're willing to stay in the area, but I don't think they're going to hard commit until Romani gets back into the fight.
Yeah, Jake's got to be a little careful here, but also it's a nice spot to be able to just kind of lace in a pulse bomb as the team enters. Not a whole lot of
true. Come on, hit a J3 right now. Hit a J3. Hit a J3. Hit a J3.
Late, so he's going to come behind.
On the prowl, has the pulse bomb. Needs to be big. The equalize looks for Lethal, and that one was a little bit off, to say the least. Lethal takes down Texel, and Turkey a much better engaged. Pulse bomb doesn't connect.
I'm going to say it.
Right away, Turkey going to be retaking the point.
Retaking the points, a nice little stall there, but Turkey will end up taking the lead here. Also, they're going to have a Bob and a Blade, and that Bob can be so good on the point.
No, bro.
ICAV is going to try to match the Ashe. That is a monumental task.
You know what, though? I like the energy from there, saying, oh, you think you're good at Ashe? I think I'm good at Ashe. Let's do this. Beat going to be on the table for both teams here. Texel opens early with the Kitsune. Turkey able to just hold back for now, and wow, out from Lethal. But tracked down early, so Romani gets hit and down. ICAV immediately on the finisher. And just like that, I mean, Turkey, they don't have anything really left in reserve here. This is going to be a quick retake by Poland.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get a little bit of stall
They're
here,
matching
but,
the Ashe. I just noticed they got off the Cassidy and went match
Ashe.
That's
the biggest moment from ICAV we've seen so far in the match today. Kind of quiet, especially on the very first stage. Hands full on the second stage, but a nice big play there. Kind of puts Lethal on notice. Now they really just have to dodge getting bladed to oblivion, but it's going to be a naked blade. See what the targets end up being here.
It's my favorite type of blade.
Great
naked.
For it. I guess
Kev already has Bob. That is enormously quick Bob build. into the fray. Matrak drops the blade, and I don't know where Matrak is right now, but no, he's back in spawn. Doesn't quite get as much as he wants. Fake Jake lands the bomb from the back, and Poland not letting this go quietly at all. One more team fight away from taking
Come on,
this first
Poland!
map away from
Come
Turkey.
on, Poland! Come on, Poland!
Metric's
Chat, you gotta get hype, bro.
to the May, so maybe to let
I
them
need
get
my
a little
I
bit
need
better
my team
entrance, or
Poland to
maybe they
win.
want to try to rush somebody down with the Kitsune rush. If they can do some sustained, Romani should be able to get there on their own ultimate. Poland did burn the bank in their last fight, so it is all down to this one last fight.
Don't die before the Kitsune. That's number one here from Turkey. Kitsune rush going out. Poland just gets run over.
It's fine. It's
Right
fine.
after
Let them use
Kitsune
ults.
goes
Let them
down,
use ults. Let them use
Lethal
ults. They
start
use
hitting their
rush.
shots,
They use
and
rush.
the May
That's
swap
fine. You have another
looking
team
pretty
fight.
good.
You have 27 seconds.
Turkey
You have
gonna get the
27
recap,
seconds.
But Poland has enough room
And they almost
here.
have their 3
For
ults, chat. They almost have both
recontest, they're
supports
very,
and
very close to
tank.
key ultimates.
Yeah, just barely. I mean, they have 20 seconds left when it's going to hit 80, but they should be able to rush in. And again, this is just about staying alive. Yeah, if you can get both these support ultimates going down here, but they do have to be very careful of getting Junker Queen ulted and getting anti-healed here.
This is the first match, and it's already 99-99, chat.
Still
Round
under heavy pressure.
best of
Not
three.
all on screen,
At
but both
three.
Junker Queens getting.
This
Oh,
is
I can't be able to
fucking
find the track
insane.
early. That's huge. Turkey drops a
It's
beat in
even.
response. They get rid of Forever, and now Turkey trying to stabilize here. Rampage coming out
Come
from
on,
Romani.
get the-
Lethal
get
Bob
the- get him,
built
get him,
in the
get
middle of
him,
the fight.
get
Big
him,
Dick trying to make
get him.
anything happen here. Gets Muzo down, but it's not going to be enough. Lethal, the
What are you
Bob just
doing,
starts
Jay3?
cleaning up. Gets 2, and Lethal's not done yet. Oh, the point! Oh no!
No!
Turkey
touchy.
finishes it out. Poland could have contested for a little bit longer, and point awareness gets you all sometimes.
So we were watching Jake's,
bro.
fake Jake's POV there. Interesting,
Poland,
interesting setup here.
Sometimes the enemy team just gets on top of the roof of your building.
The other
we're
team
seeing
is
here,
running
Poland
Symmetra.
looking to
No
be
shot. Look where
pretty
they're holding,
quick
chat.
to head on in. Turkey, meanwhile, heading on out. They're running with the
Yeah,
Echo Sojourn, and Fake Jake takes down Nefrin early.
Yeah, Turkey
And
with
the
the
teams
really
are a little bit
aggressive
messed
defense.
up here actually.
Yeah.
Just like, wait a second.
Just the headers are a
Oh,
little bit wrong.
what a
Turkey's on
fucking-
the orange squad or red squad right now.
Yeah, and it is Poland coming out really, really strong.
The
to kick
teams
things
are
off
wrong.
on
Wait, the
their
teams are
attack.
wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting gambit to be able to run that defense that close. So we've seen teams try to get it done, and often you see it
No.
like done on Havana because it
No, the
doesn't
teams are
lose you
right.
anything, right? So like if you lose that first fight, it's like fine, we can just set
No,
up.
the
at
teams are
corner.
wrong.
It doesn't seem to be the case in Circuit Royale that if you set up that close, you don't lose anything because you're losing first.
They need to
corner.
switch it, but
Obviously,
I don't think
play
they can
second
switch
corner
it.
now. And we'll see how Turkey wants to set up.
Chat, it's a small
Right.
company. Blizzard
So,
doesn't have a lot of money. They only have $65 billion, chat. They're small.
Under the bridge right now where a lot of fights take place.
Like, imagine only
However,
having
right now,
65
just
billion.
walking away on the ramp.
Poor.
Neither team hard committing here just yet. Lethal though,
Yeah.
on the May, able to find ICAV early, and now you've lost a lot of range power for Poland and Turkey. They're just going to be way more aggro. You see Turkey just rolling on in with the Rhine and really pushing Poland back.
Yeah, Forever's going to try to get out, and generally, like, Ram against Rhine is a pretty good duel that you can take, but when the other team is going to rush you down with the Sim in the May, it doesn't really matter what tank you're on. You eventually are going to get rocked there. Poland with an Echo here,
Romani
Fake
was switched
Jake.
out, chat,
Echo
probably
and
with a better
Sojourn,
tank.
so
These
really
teams,
different styles here.
scrimmed
Turkey
this
is going
before. I'm pretty
pure
sure they have
rush.
certain players on certain
So I
maps
think
and different
Turkey's just
rollouts
gonna
and everything,
sit
and
back
different
and wait
strats.
because they're outranged. And then as soon as they find a target that rounds the corner, they will just rush
Oh,
in.
they fixed it, by the
That's
way.
the
Yeah,
name of the
Turkey's
comp.
over here now, and Poland's on the
Does
right
make
side.
sense, though. Sometimes your Rhine just kicks things off, finds Lucio at the fire strike, and the rush begins. You walk on in after that first pickoff because what are they going to do? Stop you? Not like that.
Bro.
Well, also, it was a really good job by Turkey to negate their
Poland
range
is
by just
getting
teleporting
rolled
in.
right
Nefrin
now,
and Lethal
bro.
just went to the
Poland is
back
getting
line, just straight up
rolled.
teleporter right down Main Street. Like, it wasn't in a hidden spot or anything. It was right in the dead center of the street. They just go in and get work done. That means the other team turns around and tries to peel, and the moment that they peel, then they just get their Reinhardt in and start swinging away. So, very well played. And, for Poland's pick, they're in trouble.
Nefrin nearly got head tapped there. I think it was ICAV.
Again,
And
just
the teleport into the
teleporter.
shadow tap just brings Forever on him for a ride. Immortality Field comes out early. Forever going to counter with the Annihilation. Both the mortality fields out of the fight. Poland able to stabilize after what could have been a really, really rough beginning. Fake Jake finds lethal, and 5v4 now for Poland.
Okay, they're doing better. They're doing better, chat. They only have a minute though.
Not quite pay off. Neferin gets caught, and the odds of first point
He got what? Caught?
decreasing rapidly here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I really like the switch to the
10 o'clock in the morning?
It really puts Ryan in a terrible spot. Get that
ICAV!
Orb of Discord on him, and ICAV with some of the moments here. Really nice. I mean, maybe you didn't want to use the ult there, but
there you go.
Style points.
Yeah, I also think that's one of those cases that, look, let's be sure. We don't want to get first point held. Like, we're going to overcommit a little bit here, so we're not the team that, you know, lost the game with ult still on the board.
Absolutely, and especially, you know, with 5v5, you never know if, like, a Ryan's just going to charge in and take one of you out, then all of a sudden you're in trouble. So I agree. Maybe not an overcommitment. Blizzard's in.
Yeah, Blizzard really early here from Turkey as they come in from the back, and again, just catching Poland
that's my favorite strat.
This is a hyper aggro rush comp that
they actually have they're going crazy right now, chat. Turkey? Jesus Christ, they really want to win this.
Front. And this looks like going to be
I
a
can't
really
switch to the
difficult
Ashe.
position
They're
to
running Ashe
breach now,
again.
too. I mean, there's always been a defender's advantage on this map, like especially right here with this high ground that just allows you to poke and poke away. So even though Turkey's like not running these super long range heroes, like a Mei and a Hanzo can do enough to dissuade you. And I think Poland is going to have to rely on. I mean, just
they're going aggressive. Look at this.
Revenant right now does not care. Walks forward, swings the hammer. Ashe in his sights, and oh man, Turkey is just doing whatever they want to do right now. And you know, one thing we really touch on a whole lot is that, you know, Turkey did have substitutions coming on in here, where, you know, Romani was out, Revenant was in, Batrak out, Neferin in.
Wait,
so,
I just realized, they took out Romani. They probably
so
benched him because he's been DCing.
Yeah, the rush looks really strong, and I just, you know, Poland is just going to have a really hard time getting in position here. I think Poland is going to give it a shot with whatever
they almost won,
they
though.
have. Cues them if you got them, I guess, and then maybe they'll switch up at the end. So it's just been very difficult for Poland to get in position without just getting Ryan dropped on, essentially.
Wait, that's an early win.
Ryan drops, he's on the top rope right now, coming on down. Shatter not used it instead.
Where was that window at?
Dropped instead.
You guys heard that, right?
Yeah, that's where you go for the elbow drop and you just hit nothing but mat as Poland punishes.
No, this is 1080.
Goes forward.
I mean, so it was an interesting drop because Revenant didn't get far enough out in front of his team to be able to get healed by the Baptiste.
We heard a window, but we never saw it.
Just like all alone, literally all alone. Lethal questioning the validity of Hanzo
Why?
arrows.
You can see game chat. Bet on green, bro.
I think anyone that's played any game against Hanzo has been there, but
Bet on green, bro. Is that just a really clever way of calling him lucky?
Yeah, you know, take it as you will.
Someone said, and the guy replied, skill issue. Oh, shit.
Immediately down. Big Jake able to get away, but losing your Zen that early in the fight, rough. Window coming down from Texel. Poland still going to try and flip it. Blizzard down from Lethal in the back.
They're still even.
Revenant and Poland.
Wait, ICAV. ICAV is
They can stay in this.
Yeah.
Come on,
ICAV has to
ICAV.
stay in this. There's only 10 seconds left.
Texel gets Lethal, and this is really nice for Poland. It should be enough to extend the map.
No, don't get cut out. Don't get cut out. Come on.
Able to do anything. We do have Revenant back on in. Poland, though, just needs to get a last little bit of cleanup. But can they do it? The longer this goes,
keep
the more
ICAV alive.
Turkey's
Keep
getting respawns
ICAV
back on, so
alive. He's the
the more
carry. He's the
chance
carry.
To turn this around and stop it here. Window gonna go down. Lethal's back in on the legs. Finds Forever. And Turkey starting to flip this back around. They lose Revenant. They lose Muzo. They still have the DPS. As Lethal picks up another two. It's not going to be enough. It's coming down to the wire. Fake Jake, though, puts it down to the legs.
Oh,
and
shit.
That is going to be the second point for Poland.
Yeah, Fake Jake with a nice cleanup at the end. We'll get
That's
2
good,
kills
chat.
and look
That's
at the
good.
kill
That's
feed,
good.
But there was a moment where Flipper was just
That was fucking
about
nice.
dead
Fake Jake
for
and
his
ICAV
team,
are popping the fuck
1
off here.
HP was able to dodge an arrow at the end, and him staying alive and on the cart, providing the healing, providing some
Turkey's tank
nuisance
is,
and cart presence was
that Revenant
probably
guy,
the clutch
he's
play
fucking disgusting.
right
I
there
don't know.
that Poland
Like I
needed.
said, I don't play with a lot of these
So
players, chat. I've
now
seen a
as
few
the
of
map
them.
gets a little bit smaller and
they're
there's
fucking
these corners,
cracked.
then Poland's composition starts to look a little bit better. They could still get rushed down, but now just taking it corner by corner, and then you're going to have this really long hallway, and maybe ICAP can start getting some value out of it.
Dragon come down early here from Poland, trying to push Revenant back. Mortality field gone. Nephrin, though, finds ICAV early. Fake Jake back in return. Both teams down to DPS 4v4. Revenant getting real close to the shadow right now.
Who are you rooting for this game? I'm rooting for a good match.
Looking for it, being like, please, let me smack you with the hammer once.
But also, I'm a little Polish, so I want Poland to win.
Goes down, and Turkey starts walking forward.
They don't need it. Turkey can set up for this final fight, and I mean, what a great position to be in if you're on the defense. They're going to have a Blizzard and a Shatter and a Beat. Poland is going to have to find a way to engage with their support ultimates. Perhaps you want to take this high ground and set up a window from Texel and be able to push Turkey back a little bit. There's the
that was a good wall.
Ground,
that was a good wall. Wait a minute, he's going in there.
Has to respect what? I say respected Revenant. No respect. Dives to the back. Goes for the Shatter. Is he going to be able to finish it off?
Whoa, he can die, though. He can die. Why aren't they focusing the Rhine? He's 1 HP.
Clean up on the other end. Revenant is down, but his sacrifice sets the tone. Turkey should be able to finish this out. Annihilation, though, still on the point. Pulling not
Come on, Fake Jake. Come on, Fake Jake.
But the numbers game in Turkey's favor.
Come on, Fake Jake.
Just a few more to clean up, and the cart stops here.
Pretty clutch, though, from Poland throughout that match, because they were about 30 seconds away from getting full held on first. Second point was a little bit dodgy as well, so able to like win those final fights kind of bodes really well for Poland, and this was their map pick. And Turkey just had a really good idea of how to play the rush in certain positions, but this map changes at a lot of different places. So like rush isn't always going to be the best thing. And I think also Poland did a really good job of starting to catch the aggression from Revenant. Because Revenant was going nuts, right, and had some kind of crazy big plays, and well, yeah, that's going to happen on a Rhine. But they started doing a really good job of catching that aggression, falling back, peeling, using the ults when they had to, and punishing that Rhine for being so far forward.
Yeah, I mean, Revenant at points there was the absolute ultimate example of there is a point where we should have stopped, but let's keep going anyways and see what happens. And hey, at the end, worked out pretty well. Who expects a ride to just go that deep and go, I'm going to say hello to your DPS in the back?
Well, he's not a coward. We'll give him that.
No.
I love ZP and Hex, bro. I missed their casting.
Running
I loved it.
I don't want to call it old school.
Dab City Bish, appreciate the massive Prime. Farm, appreciate the massive 22. Kool-Aid, appreciate the massive 11. And Flame for 4, appreciate
Double
it.
Sniper.
Yeah, what's up, Guru? I love ZP and Hex. They're the OG fucking casters, and I love them.
Really
they're such a great duo.
This was their plan, very likely. But I think with their map pick, it was Turkey's side pick, very likely. So Poland didn't get to play the defense that they wanted to first, but this is what we expect from Circuit. We'll see if Poland can make it work.
It took all of one match for Widow to be played again. Can't. Are you sure they nerfed her? What's going on here? No, I said that. We'll see if
it really depends.
I think they're putting all their resources in Revenant, though. They're running Sim TP and Maywall.
The sightlines don't really, the damage fall off and the range nerf doesn't really affect this map that badly. It affects things like Ilios, where you're just in spawn.
No way.
Well, speaking of snipers, sometimes the icicles can function in that capacity. Fake Jake catching one to the dome as Turkey just casually keeping things moving forward. And, at some point, Poland's going to have to commit onto the cart, but they really want to get pick off first here, Hex.
Yeah, I mean, but what they want is kind of irrelevant because they just keep walling off forever and trying to rush down. Fake Jake will take down that. That's the kill they need. That is why you're running the Widow, but both tanks traded out. Is it going to be enough?
Yeah, they won this. They won this. If they lose this chat, I'm going to get naked and just get banned. Yeah, okay, good.
Takes advantage. Cav with the cherry on top.
Cav and Fake Jake are going to need to pop off. They're running double sniper. They need to get picks. Oh, wait. They capped already.
Between us and
chat, wait a minute.
It's not a lot.
I didn't even notice. Never mind. Get fucked.
Yeah, so a reset
That's
here,
bad.
And I wonder.
Wait a minute.
I can see Turkey just teleporting onto the snipers.
Why did Crispy Clips just
put the wall up?
That is
we
disgusting.
talk about how there's no double shield anymore. May kind of fills that gap in a lot of places.
Appreciate the massive Prime.
The wall is shield-esque, as it turns out. Cav right now looking for the shots, has the opportunity.
He's going to need to get off Widow.
Here thus far, a little bit of damage onto the Rhine.
Never mind, stay Widow. Fuck, he heard me. Stay Widow.
Not the cleanest pickoff, but it'll do.
It's okay
Any kill is a good kill because you're staggering them by like 10, 20, 30 seconds.
That's all they ever do on Widow.
Yeah.
That's true.
I appreciate it, Crispy.
So Turkey not making any changes here. They're going to run the same thing. Again, I just wonder if they're going to find some teleporter value. There it is. Teleporter value goes down through the bottom and it closes the distance really well.
All right, Turkey now again up close and personal. Dragon strike by Poland in response and transcends. So
nice charge to bring him back to his team. Nice.
The opposing tank on a ride forever. Down in the corner now goes, all right, everything's all clear. I'm going to walk forward with my shield. Let's do this. And if you're Poland, you can't really do much but back away. You have to wait for reinforcements here, and you have to give up the space.
Yeah, and even the teleporter out there comes as just a minor threat. But that was just a really great play by Revenant. He gets even shoulder-wise, and once you get past the other tank, to be able to pull them away from their team.
That's a big pick. That's a big pick.
But nice shot.
Yeah, you get rid of the BAP early. Flux coming into play. Revenant going to get slammed down. Revenant, though, I think still looking for the shadow here. Have the Symmetra ult in play. Turkey, I think, still going to try and contest this 4v5. Not having the BAP is a little bit rough healing-wise, but now Revenant sitting here. Low HP, does not care, still has Shatter ready to go. Losing lethal, though. Now you start to question, do you want to do this? You're 3 meters away, but you're under a lot of pressure right now. Turkey right now just waiting, and they go for the Shatter!
Red, I typed something in mod chat. I'm letting it go for the World Cup because it's like a World Cup, I guess, right? Different languages and whatnot.
We'll see if it pans out. As
Lethal's going to be able to
Jake.
come back in. Yeah, Lethal's going to be able to come back in. Jake went a little bit too far out, and the moment they step past this threshold, there are sim turrets everywhere, and it's brutal. So Turkey just plays
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Turkey rolls this 2-0.
They got the Shatter in. They didn't commit to the Shatter necessarily. There wasn't a big charge into it. They just played the sustain game up front. Like Poland's going to pick up a couple kills late, but that is the second point for Turkey. And remember, first to 2 in these online qualifiers, Turkey already up 1-0. If they can close out the map, they will close out the series.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always the easiest to get to the end of this map, but, you know, nearly 4 minutes is a lot of time. A good position to be in, to say the least.
Yeah, it's a tough map to close out, especially when the other team is running long-range damage dealers because all this high ground, but they've done such a good job of just teleporting onto things.
Support duel in the back. Meanwhile, Poland in the front just runs over Turkey. But, you know, Turkey didn't necessarily have a whole lot going into that fight anyways, so... You know, 3 minutes left to go, and, you know, this is one of those things where if you're ult tracking well, you can just kind of go for that one good fight, which is really all Turkey needs.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see by the time that they get to the payload if they just need one more fight, because you are going to have respawns here at the end, so we'll see what that distance is. But I think Turkey, if they're going to teleport onto a target, they need to full commit, because what happened there is they teleport up with a couple people, and then it's Poland just respawns by taking whoever's left on the ground.
Here we go, they're getting into it once more. Symmetra ult going to open things up here from Nephrin. There's Turkey. Rolls on forward. No Shadow in reserve. Revenant, though, does not care.
Nah, I don't think they're going to have a good hold for like 3 minutes and then they're going to win. Nah, I think this is Team Turkey.
Right now. Trying to get healed back up before poking once more. Lethal, though.
Blizzard, I can't even see what's going on. I can't see.
Holding on to Blizzard for now. Annihilation in from Poland. Was able to find Revenant, so down a tank. And, you know, again, if you're Turkey, they did spend the beat there. I think they're gonna.
I'm actually really surprised he didn't use his mail. I'm pretty sure if he used his mail, he would have got the.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think they're just saving.
They're able to hold on, as you said, but Poland did burn a lot of the bank. Poland's doing a pretty good job of rotating their ultimates between damage up front, and then the tank will take a turn, and now next rotation, Poland should have both of their
save round. Yeah, that's true. It was their save round, chat. Now they're going to be able to buy.
Value, can Flipper stay alive during it to Transcendence's team and keep them alive during it as well?
Number one thing,
Poland can get another rotation.
Flipper cannot get shattered before using Transcendence here. That would be the worst case scenario if that somehow.
They're letting them use their ults, get out.
Uzo nearly got picked off. Had the immortality field early there.
And now they're going to go back in probably with Shatter May.
Turkey right now going to slow it down a bit, heal back up. Blizzard and Shatter still in reserve. And again, I just look at this next fight. Can Flipper safely get the Transcendence off? Fake Jake looking for Pokins on the side. Shatter gonna come down. Hits forever. Transcendence is there, but Fake Jake got picked off. Fake Jake was with the rest of his team. 5v4 opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's GG right there.
Blizzard down 6 months. Lethal.
Nice wall.
That's down, GG's. And now Poland, they gotta get back onto point. They're down so many members. This is escalating fast, and it's gonna be Turkey taking the map and match.
A lot closer than I had expected, though, too, and you can see why that was Poland's
That was a good game.
Choice.